Hello guys, welcome back to SportsCorner GH. My name is Adam. I want us to talk about Mohammed Kudus. I'll be lying if I said I'm happy about the way Mohammed Kudus is being treated at West Ham. Today, he featured for West Ham as they played against Brentford. He played only 45 minutes and once again, he was used as a left winger. And honestly, throughout this season, we have not seen Mohammed Kudus score a goal or given an assist in the English Premier League, all because his position that he's playing right now is not helping him. And Julian Lopetegui is not bringing out the best out of Mohammed Kudus. Last season under David Moyes, we saw a lot of rotation with Mohammed Kudus. We saw him play the right wing at the point. We saw him play the number 10 at the point. We saw him play the left wing at the point. By this time around, it's as if he is playing only one position throughout. And today, I saw Mohammed Kudus play and you could see clearly from his body language, he did not want to play that position. He did not want to play that left wing. It was very sad to see that Mohammed Kudus was trying his best, but then it wasn't going well. In fact, he's trying his best to score. At a point, any part in the first game where West Ham considered a goal, he had some few chances. He was not able to, capitalize on that and hit even the target. The commentators were even referring to how well he performed last season compared to this season. And I'm going to say this, Julian Lopetegui is not bringing out the best from a lot of players in West Ham, especially Mohammed Kudus, and it's very sad. Looking at what he did last season, the goals he scored for West Ham last season, you and I would be expecting that Mohammed Kudus would go far this season. But a lot of games have been played so far, and Mohammed Kudus seems like he has not grasped the idea of what the new season is all about. He has not regained that form yet. It's like a lot of people are asking questions. And I'm not going to blame the player too much. I'm going to put most of the blame on the coach. But then, let's say in percentage-wise, the coach takes like 60% of the blame. Kudus takes 40% of the blame because the coach needs to realize that Mohammed Kudus is one player, yes, who is versatile, but then you don't need to keep him in a position where he's least comfortable. You need to rotate him so that he can, impact games for you. I mean, honestly, I wasn't happy. At first, I thought it was an injury substitution. But then I looked at the game and I felt it was a tactical substitution because if it was an injury, then I didn't see it in the game in the first half. Because after the first half, I didn't watch the game anymore. I watched West Ham games because of Mohammed Kudus. And it was very sad. Now, take a look at his performance in numbers. He played 45 minutes. He had a total touch of 32. Accurate passes completed was 15 out of 19, accumulating to 79%. Long ball successful was 1 out of 1. Dribble attempted successful was 1 out of 2. See, the greatest ability of Mohammed Kudus is to dribble. And in the game, he did not even get a chance to do a lot of that. And then ground balls won was 1 out of 7. Out of 7 ground balls, Mohammed Kudus won 1. If you and I know Mohammed Kudus very well, we know that his strength is how strong he is. It's very difficult to take the ball off him. And out of the ground balls that happened in the first half, 7, he only won 1. This will clearly show you that body language-wise and performance-wise, Mohammed Kudus was not there today. He was rated 6.6 by SofaScore. Today was a bad day for Mohammed Kudus in the office. And as I said, 60% of the blame goes to the coach, 40 goes to Mohammed Kudus because I don't know what is happening there. And I also don't know what the coach is trying to do or what the coach is trying to get at. And West Ham are in a very peculiar situation because they have not really convinced when it comes to performance in every single game they have played this season. We are just waiting to see West Ham come off as maybe dominant, possessing the football, scoring a lot of goals, creating a lot of chances. We have not seen that yet. And it keeps me wondering, who will be sacked first? Eric Ten Hag or Julian Lopetegui? I'm just weighing my options and I'm like, one of them might be sacked first because looking at the way West Ham is performing so bad with a lot of players they have signed, same for Manchester United, so bad with a lot of players they have signed. So guys, this is my own take on Mohammed Kudus and his performance for West Ham today. I didn't like it. 45 minutes, it wasn't good. Let's just be honest, it wasn't good. And let me know your thoughts about it down below in the comments. Now, let's move on to Arsenal. Today, early kickoff was Newcastle versus Man City. That ended in a 1-1 draw. And honestly, a lot of EPL fans or a lot of people who support EPL clubs were happy because at least the Giants has lost 2 points. So we are hoping that the likes of Arsenal, the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool are all going to get points. Only for Arsenal today to play against newly promoted Leicester City, and they are struggling. In the first half, fantastic. Arsenal scored 2 goals. Good. Second half, Leicester City equalized all those 2 goals. And I keep on asking myself, who is Arsenal doing? Like, who are they doing? Because this same Arsenal team last season had the best defense. So how come they are conceding goals against Leicester City? Conceding 2 goals from Leicester City was not in the books for me today when Arsenal was playing. I did not expect that. So them considering those 2 goals came to me as a surprise. And I know a lot of people were shaking, looking at the fact that Man City dropped points. So we were all expecting Arsenal to take advantage of it. But it was dramatic. By the end of the day, Arsenal did what they needed to do to get off with 3 points. Leicester City lost focus at the end. Arsenal scored 2 extra goals, making the scoreline 4-2. Thomas Partey played an important role, even though he did not play the full 90 minutes. I felt like he played an important role, still getting Arsenal to the finish line. I loved how he performed today, especially in the first half. He was good. He knew how to handle the ball very well. Passing was also good. Thomas Partey was extremely good for Arsenal today. And I'm going to say it once more. Don't be surprised if Arsenal surprisingly give Thomas Partey a 1-year contract extension, because looking at the way Thomas Partey is very important for Arsenal, the experience he comes with, Arsenal have no other choice than give Thomas Partey a contract extension. Yes, you might have Mikel Merino, who is currently unavailable. Jorginho is not a player you can truly rely on because he does not have the skill set Thomas Partey has and can give to you. So with Thomas Partey's performance today, it was exceptional. Now with Jordan Ayew and Abdul Fattah Ishahaku, they did not start the game. At a point, I was hoping that, they will be introduced into the second half early, especially when they equalized those 2 goals. Leicester City, I was expecting Fattah Ishahaku and Jordan Ayew early in that game. But the fact that they did not start the game came to me as a surprise, honestly. The fact that Jordan Ayew did not start, the fact that Fattah Ishahaku did not start, 2 players with very good, abilities and qualities to help Leicester City did not start. I was quite shocked, but I felt like it was a surprise to Arsenal. But then, in my own opinion, they were not introduced into the game as early as I would have wanted, because Jordan Ayew was introduced into the game in the 85th minute, where I felt the coach did a mistake, because you had already equalized 2 goals. This is where you pounce on Chelsea. So on that part, I felt like the coach did a mistake because most of the players were fatigued. He could have just used this to his advantage. But then, I'm just going to be very honest. I can't trust Arsenal to compete for the EPL. I'm going to put my money on Chelsea to compete for the EPL. Chelsea has a pretty good squad. Chelsea are playing very well. And honestly, Chelsea is one of the underrated teams in the EPL this season. With the way Chelsea is playing, with the squad they have, with the coach and the tactics, Chelsea might be the wild card this season we might not see coming. Looking at the way Chelsea is playing with their front 4, trust me, Chelsea would be very dangerous this season. Cole Palmer scored 4 goals today. Chelsea team looks like a team that any single player can score a goal. If not Cole Palmer scoring, it is Sancho. If it's not Sancho, it is Nicolas Jackson, João Felix. Every single person ends up scoring. Chelsea are the real deal this season. And don't be surprised if they start making things happen, because my money is on them. See, if you're an investor, just invest into Chelsea. This is why I end today's video. My name is Adam. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notification. I'll make sure to see you in the next one. Charlie, we go back.